What we're looking at is the Ipswich Railway Workshops on a stone to commemorate the service of the Railway Workshops employees during World War I. The honour stone was unveiled in 1919 by the then Governor of Queensland. The funds were raised by public subscription by the workers of the Ipswich Railway Workshops. It commemorates the 360 odd men who left the workshops and went off to the war in World War I, 32 of who were killed. The loss of some 32 lives out of 300, which represents about 10% of those who volunteered, doesn't include those that had non-fatal wounds, many of whom were severely incapacitated and could no longer work when they returned to Australia. These number perhaps another 20% and are sometimes referred to as the hidden casualties. Many died later of their wounds and therefore aren't necessarily recognised as losing their life as a result of the war. Time moved on, people perhaps wanted to forget some aspects of the war. They certainly didn't forget the sacrifice these men made. There are many honour stones in Ipswich. This one is particularly significant in that it stands inside what is essentially private property. The Queensland Rail Workshops working men at the time wanted to honour the particular sacrifice of the railway workers. It was those men who conceived the idea to build this memorial and spent their own money to raise the funds to have the thing designed and built. It is deeply significant to this part of town because Ipswich is very localised in its suburban terms. Many of the people who worked in the railways lived, in some cases, less than 100 metres up the road from us here in North Ipswich. Anzac Day is probably for most veterans the most significant day on the calendar in that it gives us a chance to pause and reflect on the sacrifice paid by now over 100,000 Australians over the last 100 years. From the shores of Gallipoli right through to Kandahar province in Afghanistan, where we still have men and women serving today. Take a moment, think about those people, think about the contribution that they make to the safety and security of our country.